I'm Professor Pi. Welcome to my daily mathematical adventures. Hey, don't forget me. I'm Cowboy Rufus. I'm your favorite student. Today we are talking about quadratic equations or expressions again. And I promised to review, I know it's Algebra 1, I know it's pre-algebra, but I promised to review the foiling method, because what you're doing when you FOIL is you are actually making equations, expressions that have an x squared in them. This is quadratics and foiling. It's A1.if.a.2 and A1.apr.a2. And yes, I know you're algebra 2, but just because the objective has an A algebra 1, A1 dot something, doesn't mean that you either learned it a couple years ago or that you remember it. So let's review a little. Now, there's 3 videos here. My video will go up here when it's done. It might be important for me to tell you where the FOIL came from. When you were a freshman, all I did was I told you first, outer, inner, last, memorize it, let's go. First, outer, inner, last, let's do it again. Let's talk about some other ways of multiplying binomials. When you multiply a binomial times a binomial, you can do what I call the elementary multiplication method. How did you multiply 59 times 47? Well, many of you just picked up a calculator. You never did long multiplication. But how do we do long multiplication? We multiply the 7 times the 9. We carry something. We multiply the 7 times the 5. It comes out 413. Then we skip over a space because this is not a 4. This is really a 40. So 4 times 9 goes there. We carry something. 4 times 5 goes up here. Then we add these two numbers down and we get that. You can do that with 2 binomials. It's a little clumsy, but let me show you what it looks like. It would be 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times x is 5x. We skip over a space because this is not the constant term. This is the x1 term. X times 2 goes 2x goes there. X times x squared goes there. What do you get when you add it together? X squared plus 7x plus 10. What do I mean add it together? I mean combine like terms. We did not add the 10 and the 7. We did not add the x squared, 1x squared, and the 7. We have 3 terms. Don't do what some people do to me in pre-algebra. When I say add it together, they combine everything. In which case you get 18. That's not right. It's x squared plus 7x plus 10. Another method you could use would be called the distributive method. This is very bulky, but what you get is you get the same answer. You're going to multiply x times x plus 5. Then you're going to multiply plus 2 times x plus 5. And what answer do you come out with when you combine like terms? X squared plus 7x plus 10. Then there's the 4 square method. Some of you played 4 square with a bouncy ball in elementary school. 4 square method, we're going to put 1 row on the top, 1 row down the side. We're going to multiply and put them in squares. This one is x squared. This one is 2 times x, which is 2x. This one is x plus x times 5. 5 times x is 5x. And this is 2 times 5, which is about a plus 10. Now, you put those in, and I'm going to let you see what they look like. We got x times x. In that square, we got x squared. In that square, we got 2x. This square, we got a 5x. Here, we got a 10. What do you do when you combine like terms? You get x You get x squared plus 7x plus 10. Yes, I realize it takes me longer to do it that way. But I wanted to show you the difference in the timing. This is why the college people expect you to do the foiling, because it's quicker. And of course, we got the same answer. If we'd done it 3 different methods, got 3 different answers, I'd go back and check my math, because even I can make a mistake, and you ought to check yours every time you turn in a quiz or a test. When you catch your own mistake, I never know that you made a dumb mistake. Instead, yeah, that's right, that's right. If you don't catch your own mistake, I have to, and that goes in the grade book. The quickest method, and the one the college professors expect you to know, is called FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. First, outer, inner, last. It's the first two. That's in this diagram, it's A and C, the red line. The outside would be A and D. Whatever terms are in A and D, they're on the outside. We got the first, we got the outside, we got the inside. The inside would be B times C, whatever terms those are. And then we have the last would be B times D. Now I'm going to help you remember that real quick. Hey, he's making me do all work. He ain't going to make you memorize. I am. Hey, repeat after Cowboy. First, outer, inner, last. First, outer, inner, last. And if I can spell, it's F-O-I-L. First, outer, inner, last. I hope you never forget that. Thank you, Cowboy. I'm sure that was memorable. It was special and memorable. Your flow method. First, outer, inner, last. Here I put 2 binomials. That's 2 terms. Bi, like in bicycle, binomial. I put 2 binomials together, and in this example, the first would be 2x times 5x, and they got 10x squared. You better check their math. Just because they could publish a math book doesn't mean they didn't make a mistake. The next one is the blue, it's the outer. 2x times minus 8, and they have minus 16. For the inside, the inner, they have 3 times 5x, they got 15x for that. Check that, 3 times 5 should be 15 with an x. Last, 3 times minus 8, it's not 24. It's negative 24. And if you don't think there's a difference, you figure it out. Do you want me to hand you 24, or do you owe me 24? I'm pretty sure there's a difference. And no, you're not getting $24 out of me, so don't ask. Now, what do? You combine like terms. Usually the 2 in the middle are going to be your like terms. Usually you can combine O and I. When can you not combine O and I? When you have unequal binomials, like x cubed plus 7 times x squared plus 9. In that case, O and I will not combine like terms, and you will get 4 terms in your answer. Now, I have an IXL assignment on the bottom of this. Please complete that. And remember, F-O-I-L. And I know I don't say it as well as Cowboy, but it's F-O-I-L. First, outer, inner, last. Thanks for watching another Professor Pi video. Yeah, y'all come back tomorrow. Cowboy Rufus and Professor Pi will teach you something new.